What's going on, guys? 847 Boys here. Today's story is going to be about a party that I threw. So the story starts out in summer. I think it was actually the week after the 4th of July. This was kind of an unplanned party, but it was just like a close friends kind of thing. I had like 12 people over at most. We were kind of young at the time, so our parents were still dropping us off at this point, but it was in the daytime, so they didn't really think anything of it other than my parents weren't home, but I guess nobody really knew. So my parents had gone away for a couple days, and my friends are getting dropped off throughout the day. We're just chilling, and then nighttime comes around, we have a few more people over. And as it starts getting later, we're not doing much. We're just listening to music, chilling out. I wouldn't really call it a party, but like I said, I just wasn't allowed to have people over. So around through the night, we just are smoking and doing our thing, doing what we're not supposed to. And yeah, everything went good from there. Everyone slept, they spent the night, and then everyone went home in the morning. Basically everything was fine after the party, but that's not what this story time is based upon. So about a week later, I was hanging out with my friend Tommy, and I forgot what we were doing, but I know that we were walking somewhere, and he was talking about the party and everything that happened. So obviously he mentions that we were smoking, and somewhere in there it got brought up that my parents weren't home, and somehow this kid was on the phone with his dad and didn't realize. So his dad was picking up everything from the conversation. After that, his dad hung up and called him back, and then we're all freaking out. We're little kids. Well, not little kids, but we're little enough to be realizing that we're fucked. So he has to get picked up from wherever the spot we were at, and I wasn't too worried because I didn't think anything could really happen at the time, but besides the fact that he did know where I live. So everything was good for like a week or so. I thought everything was in the clear. And then it came around the time that we were going back to school soon. So I was going back to school shopping, getting a couple things that I needed with my friend Tony. And then after that, we came back to my house and we were chilling out. But Tony lives like right down the street from me, so I forgot what the reason was, but we decided that we were going to his house. So we're getting our stuff ready, and I'm getting my shoes on in the laundry room, and I walk out of the garage to go ask my parents because they were out there at the time, and then I see Tommy's dad out there talking to them, and I just kind of like freaked out in the heat of the moment, and I was just like, asking where my shoes were or something because I just wanted to get out of the house. I did not want to have that awkward conversation. Keep in mind, Tony is still in my house. He's using the bathroom or some shit. So I run back into the house and I tell Tony, I'm like, dude, Tommy's dad's here. He definitely is here to tell them about the party. And we're like, fuck, bro. So we left through my front door actually and just got up out of there and walked to his house. I got no calls or texts from my parents or anything. So like 2 hours went by at Tony's house. I'm still freaking out. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna get drug tested and everything. And at that point, it was like 6 o'clock or something. My family was getting dinner and they were asking me what I wanted from this pizza place. So I told them what I wanted, and then the pizza got there. So I walked my ass up the street to my house, to my fucking deathbed. I got in and sat down and ate. My sister was there, so I'm thinking, oh, they haven't talked to me just because of that reason. But the night went by, nobody really told me anything. I'm not sure why. I guess I was thinking, oh, maybe they don't really care, which didn't make any sense at all. And then after that, literally a whole month went by. Nothing has happened, no confrontation with my parents or anything. So I wasn't thinking anything of it. I was taking a little break from the weed just to be safe from it. But then after this month goes by, I decided to smoke again. It was over a weekend. And then go back to school on Monday. School ends. I get on the bus and I'm texting my mom, oh, can I go to Tony's house? Just to chill out. Because at this point, I wasn't even worried about the situation. And she made up some excuse, but it sounded kind of stupid. But basically, it was telling me, no, I can't go for some stupid reason. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I walk in the house and I walk into my parents sitting on the couch and they're like, oh, why don't you come talk to us? And basically, my mom pulls out this Walgreens bag, which had the drug test for the weed in it. And I was like, oh, fuck. And she's like, do you know what this is? I'm like, yes. And then basically, they're talking to me, they're asking me questions. So obviously, I admit it. Yeah, I had a party and yeah, I was smoking weed because they asked me if I took this test, would I pass? And I said, no, I would not because I smoked the weekend previous. So, really, if I didn't smoke the weekend previous, I probably would have passed that test. So, I kind of fucked myself there. So, yeah, after that whole conversation, I was grounded for a couple months. I didn't have my phone for like a solid couple weeks. And yeah, I had to end up telling my friends about everything. I don't think I've had people over at my house ever since. And yeah, that's how shit went down. That's going to be the end of this story. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.